Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So we're going to start with grade 2 maths. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. You have to scroll down to grade 1 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter time, and the lessons we're going to cover today are match analog clocks and time, match digital clocks and time, read clocks and write time, hour and half hour, and read clocks and write time. So let's just start with the first lesson. Okay, here I'm on grade 2 maths. Let's just start with the first lesson, match analog clocks and time. So what time does the clock show? So you have to see the time of the clock. So first of all, you need to see the shorter hand of the clock. Got it? The shorter hand points to 1. Got it? That means the hour hand shows 1 hour. Got it? The shorter hour is the hour, hour hand. The longer hand is the minute hand. Let's just see how many minutes it has. So just match it to this line. It would be 1 hour and 0 minutes. Got it? That means it would be the clock show. Okay, the next one is, what does the clock show? Okay, just look at the shorter hand. So shorter hand points to 1, and just look in the larger hand. The larger hand points to 0, 0. That means it would be 1. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, what time does the clock show? You have to see the time that the clock shows. So which is the correct option? Okay, you can see the shorter the shorter hand points to 3 and the larger one points to 0, 0. That means it would be 3. Got it? The correct option is 3. What time does the clock show? So just look at the smaller hand. Yes, the smaller hand points to 1 and the larger one points to 0. So it would be 1. Very good. The correct option is 1. Okay, what time does the clock show? The smaller and larger hand both points to, yes, it would be 12. The smaller hand points to 12 and the larger hand points to 0. So it would be 12. The correct option is 12. Okay, what time does the clock show? Yes, the shorter hand points to 7 and the larger hand points to 0. So that means it would be 7. The correct option is 7. Okay, so what time does the clock show? What time is it? Yes, that means it points to 8. The shorter hand points to 8 and the larger hand points to 0. So the time on the clock is 8. Okay, what time does the clock show, which is the correct option? Yes, the shorter hand points to 3 and the larger hand points to 0. So it would be 3. Very good. What time does the clock show, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct one is 4. It's 4. The shorter hand points to 4, so it would be 4. Okay, the next one is what time does the clock show, which is the correct option? Yes, it would be 12. The correct option is 12. Okay, what time does the clock show, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 1. No, it would be 5. You can see the shorter hand points to 5 and the larger hand points to 0. So it would be 5. The correct option is 5. Okay, what time does the clock show? Yes, it is 1. The correct option is 1. Okay, what time does the clock show, which is the correct option? Yes, it would be 7 because the shorter hand points to 7. So it would be 7. Okay, what time does the clock show? Yes, that would be 9. The correct option is 9. Okay, what time does the clock show? Yes, the correct option is 3. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is make digital clocks and time. You have to now read the time from the digital clock. Which clock shows 8:15? Which is the correct option? Option 1 or option 2? You can see it would be 8 hours and 15 minutes. Got it? 8 hours and 15 minutes. The one right before this one, it represents the hours, and the one that is after this one, it represents the time. So it would be 8:15. 8 hours 15 minutes. Which clock shows 10:30? Which is the correct option? Option 1 or 2? Yes, the first one shows 10:30. 10:30 means 10 hours and 30 minutes. So here you can see this one shows the hours and this one shows the, so it would be 10 hours 30 minutes. Got it? Okay, which clock shows 1:30? Which is the correct option? 1 or 2? It would be the second one. It shows 1:30. Which clock shows 11:30? Which is the correct option? Yes, the first one shows 11:30. You can see here you have 11 and 30, 11 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, which clock shows 8:15? Which is the correct option? Yes, the second one shows 8:15. You have 8 hours and 15 minutes, so it would be the second one. Okay, which clock shows 5 o'clock? Yes, the second one shows 5 o'clock. Here you have see the hours is 5, so it would be 5 o'clock. Okay, which clock shows 3:45? Which is the correct option? Option 1 or 2? Yes, the first one shows 3:45. You have 3 hours and 45 minutes. It would be option number 1. Which clock shows 2 o'clock? Which is the correct option? 1 or 2? Which one? Yes, the second one. Here you can see the R is 2, so it would be the second option is the correct one that shows 2 o'clock. Okay, which clock shows 5:15? Which is the correct option? 1 or 2? Yes, the first one shows 5:15. The correct option is option number 1. Okay, which clock shows 9:15? Which is the correct option? 1 or 2? Yes, it would be the second one. You can see the hours is 9 hours and 15 minute. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which clock shows 10 o'clock? Which is the correct option? It would be the second one that shows 10 o'clock. Okay, the next one is which clock shows 2:45? Which is the correct option? Yes, the first one. You can see the hours is 2 and the time is, the minute is 45 minutes. Which clock shows 7:30? Which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option. It shows 7:30. Which clock shows 11 o'clock? Which clock shows 11 o'clock? Yes, it would be the second one. The second one shows 11 o'clock. Which clock shows 3 o'clock? Yes, that would be the first one. It shows 3 o'clock. Which clock shows 5:30? Yes, that would be the second one that shows 5:30. Which clock shows 3:15? The second one, or 3 hours and 15 minutes. The second one is the correct option. Which clock shows 4:45? The second one you have. The second clock shows 4:45, so the correct option is second one. Which clock shows 6:30? Yes, the second one shows 6:30. Okay, which clock shows 8:30? Yes, it would be the first one that shows 8:30. Which clock shows 9 o'clock? Yes, that would be the second one. Okay, we are done with the test. Let's just start with the next lesson. The next lesson is read clocks and write time, hours and half hours. What time does the clock show? You have to read the time from the clock. So let's just see how do we read the time. So to find the, or look at the hour hand, the small, the shorter hand is the hour hand. Got it? So just look at the shorter hand. The shorter hand points to 1. Got it? That means it is 1 hour. Got it? Then look at the hour hand. Then look at the minutes hand. That would be the minutes hand. It points to 0. Got it? That means it would be 1. You can see here. Got it? Okay, just look at this one. You need to find the time. So just look at the or clock or hand. The smaller hand is the or hand, and the or hand points to 4. Got it? And this one points to 0. That means there you have 4. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, what time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? The small hand is the shorter hand is the R hand. So, and it points to 2. Got it? So what time it is? Yes, that means the correct option is 2. It would be 2 o'clock. Okay, what time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? The clock shows the hour hand points to 6. That means the time is, yes, it would be 6. What time does the clock show? It would be 11 because the hour hand points to 11. So it would be 11. The correct option is 11. What time does the clock show? It would be 10. Yes, it would be 10. The correct option is 10 o'clock. What time does the clock shows? Yes, it would be 3. The correct option is 3 o'clock. Okay, what time does the clock show? Yes, it is 9 o'clock. The clock shows 9 o'clock. Okay, what time does the clock show? It would be 5 o'clock. The correct option is 5 o'clock. Yes, it would be 5 o'clock. What time does the clock show? It would be 7 o'clock. What time does the clock show? Yes, it would be 2 o'clock. What time does the clock show? Yes, it would be 3 o'clock. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. And the next lesson is read clock and write times. Okay, what time does the clock show? Okay, so find the hour, look at the hour hand. The hour hand is shorter hand. It points between 8 and 9. You can see here. The hour hand points between 8 and 9. Got it? That means the hour hand is at 8, so it would be 8 hours. Got it? And you can see the the minute hands point to 6. Got it? That means it points to 8:30. Got it? So the time is 8:30. So it would be 8:30. Let's just start with the practice questions. Okay. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? Yes, it would be 10 o'clock. The correct option is 10. Okay, what time does the clock show? It would be, yes, that would be 12 o'clock. The correct option is 12. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? It would be 9 o'clock. The correct option is 9 o'clock. Okay, what time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? That would be 4 o'clock. The correct option is 4 o'clock. What time does the clock show? It would be 6 o'clock. The correct option is 6. What time does the clock show? It would be 9:30. The correct option is 9:30. What time does the clock show? The hour hand is the hour hand is midway between 5 and 6. Got it? That means it would be 5 and the minute hand is at 30, so it would be 5:30. The correct option is 5:30. Okay, what time does the clock show? It would be 8. What time does the clock show? Yes, we are almost done. Yes, it would be 5. The correct option is 5. What time does the clock show? It would be 11. The correct option is 11. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? The minute hand is midway between 3 and 4. Got it? That means it is 3:30. Got it? The correct option is 3 hours 30 minutes. Okay, the next one is what time does the clock show, which is the correct option? It would be 3. The correct option is 3. What time does the clock show? It would be 2. The correct option is 2. What time does the clock show? It would be 7. What time does the clock show? It would be 1. The correct option is 1. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. So we're working on grade 2 maths. The chapter we're working on is time. And the lessons we have covered today are match analog clocks and time, match digital clocks and time, read clocks and write time, hour and half hour, read clocks and write times. So please make sure before the next session you have to complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? That's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.